So guys, let's talk about Arsenal versus Bournemouth. You're watching Sports Corner GH. My name is Adam. In Arsenal's team, we have a Ghanaian interest there, that is Thomas Partey, who started for Arsenal in today's game. And also for Bournemouth, Antoine Semenyo, a Ghanaian interest also in there, who started for Bournemouth. Now with Semenyo, in their previous game, he left the pitch on a stretcher. So we all thought he wasn't going to be fit enough for the game today. But then he was fit, and the coaches called it a miracle. Yes, they called it a miracle. But then when the game began, Arsenal started on a high note. They created a lot of chances. They should have scored at least 2 or 3 goals in the first half, especially chances that Thomas Partey, Declan Rice, Bukayo Saka had in the first half. I believe that Arsenal should have been ahead 2 or 3 goals in the first half, because those were clear-cut chances that Arsenal should be missing. And this shows you why Arsenal needs a centre forward, because I felt like some of the chances that were created in the game, if there was a centre forward, Arsenal could have easily scored about 2 or 3 goals in the first half. But then in the first half, Thomas Partey was so good. He was calm on the ball. His ball distribution was good. His ball control was excellent. And also, one thing Thomas Partey brings to the Arsenal team is calmness. Calmness and how the pace of the game is supposed to go, allowing Odegaard and Rice, the linesage, to move up front. So, Thomas Partey brings that presence to Arsenal. And then Arsenal had a penalty, and then they scored in the second half. Arsenal came again and Trossard scored. But then I felt like Bournemouth played much better in the second half as compared to the first one. And as I was saying about Arsenal, but Bournemouth had some chances I believe they should have also took advantage of and also scored, but then that wasn't the case. I believe this game was actually tightly contested, and you see, Arsenal winning this, getting off with 3 points, is going to help them in the title race, because they believe that everything is possible. All they have to do is win the rest of their games and put a lot of pressure on Man City, hoping that Man City would drop points and then they can maintain the top spot in the EPL. Currently, they are having a 4-point gap between them and also Man City. So I believe all things are working well for Arsenal. And seeing Thomas Partey play back-to-back roles for Arsenal is very exciting to see, and the kind of influence he has on that Arsenal team. We all saw Arsenal without Thomas Partey, but then what Thomas Partey brings is way different, allowing Odegaard and Declan Rice move forward. Also in the second half, Antoine Semenyo scored a goal that was disallowed. He scored a goal that was disallowed by VAR, and a lot of people are having an argument over this, whether that was a goal or not. In my own opinion, I felt it was a goal. It should have stood, but then VAR said something else. So Semenyo scored a goal, but then it was disallowed in the game. Thomas Partey had a lot of chances that he did not score. Now let's take a look at the statistics and numbers for both Thomas Partey and also Antoine Semenyo. So Thomas Partey was rated 7.4 by SofaScore. He played the full 90 minutes. In that game, he had a total touch of 62. Accurate passes completed was 38 out of 49, accumulating to 78%. One key pass in the game. If you take a look at his shot on target, it was 1. Shot off target was 1, and both came in the first half. Ground balls won was 2 out of 5, and aerial balls won was 3 out of 3. If you take a look at his clearance, he had 1, block shot 1, interception 1, tackles 2. And he was rated 7.4, which is quite excellent in my own opinion. I feel like Thomas Partey did well in today's game. Looking at a player who was injured and did not play football for about 7 months and coming into the game and adapting to the rhythm of the EPL, it just shows you that he has talent. Now, let's move away from Thomas Partey and talk about Antoine Semenyo. So Semenyo played the full 90 minutes. In that game, he had a total touch of 36. Accurate passes completed was 14 out of 18, accumulating to 78%. If you take a look at his dribble attempted successful, it was to 1 out of 2. And also take a look at his ground balls, which is 3 out of 7. Aerial balls was 2 out of 6, and he was rated 6.1. Actually, he scored a goal that was disallowed by VAR because of an infringement on either the keeper or Saliba. But then Antoine Semenyo scored a goal today, but then it was disallowed by VAR. But guys, these are the statistics and numbers for Thomas Partey and also Antoine Semenyo. At the end of the day, Arsenal won the game by 3 goals to 0, picking up 3 points in today's game. And still, they are on top of the EPL table, and Man City are yet to play. So there's more pressure on Man City. We just hope that, things will go well for Arsenal, and then Thomas Partey can win the EPL title with Arsenal. So guys, let me know your thoughts about the performances of Thomas Partey and also Antoine Semenyo in today's EPL game between Arsenal and Bournemouth. My name is Adam. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go vibe.